All right, guys, so if you've been struggling with this unit, doing it by hand, I'm going to show you how you can do these rational expression and equations using Desmos when you have multiple choice. And your EOC will be a multiple choice, okay? So this is actually your only option for an EOC test, okay? So I highly suggest you learn how to do this, okay, because your EOC is worth quite a bit and you can't use any other apps on your EOC test, okay? I hope I emphasized that enough. All right, so what it's going to say on your EOC and your test tomorrow is it's going to say find the equivalent expression. And anytime a test asks you to find an equivalent expression, it means that their graphs will be exactly the same when you graph them. Okay, an equivalent expression, they look different on paper, like written out, but when you look at the graphs, they're actually the same. Okay, so when you are taking a rationals multiple choice, you are basically looking for the graphs that are the same. Okay, so what you will do on your test tomorrow and your EOCs is the first thing you do is you type in the question first. Okay, so I'm going to type that in exactly how I see it over here in Delta Math. Okay, and of course we're not going to use P, we're going to use X. You always put your numerator in parentheses, so it's going to be 6X. I'm going to have to sneeze probably in this video, just letting you know. Divided by X here. Ooh. Okay. Then I'm going to multiply it by 2x squared. Oh, didn't put my numerator in parentheses. 2x squared, close your parentheses, divided by 9x minus 9. Oh, forgot my x. Okay? All right. So I need to find the multiple choice question that gives me the same graph that I see over here. Okay? So you're going to type each one in. I'm going to type A in first. 4x divided by 3. 4x. And when it's a simple fraction like that, you don't have to do parentheses. Like B and D will have to do parentheses, but A and C we don't. So 4x divided by 3. All right, well, how do you know you have the same graph? Well, you only see one graph up there, but you got two graphs graphed. Let me just show you the difference. We'll type C in. 3 divided by 4x. Okay, you see how that gave me another graph? So that meant that's not it, but you see how blue is the red graph? So A would be my answer here. Okay? You can do it with any operation. I'm going to do one of each operation, okay? So let's go down and do a division. Okay? So I have a division problem right here. Number 3 is a division problem. So we're going to type it in. Definitely using x's. So x squared plus 12x plus 27. I put way too many phones ringing. All right, so we were plugging this in and getting the graph of the question. Okay, so divided by x squared plus 13x plus 36. And you want to get out of it with your arrows. And I am dividing. Now this one's going to, on Desmos, when you hit divide, it's not going to give you that. It's not going to look like this right here. Okay, it's going to be kind of like a double decker, which is fine. Okay, it's the same thing, and we did that in one of the videos. So it's going to be parentheses x squared plus 3x. Oh. I don't know why it does that to me. Them double squares. Let's delete one of those. Okay, so x squared plus 3x, close your parentheses, and then divide again. Okay, it's fine. You're still doing the right thing. X squared plus 6x plus 8. And guys, you typing in is going to be a lot easier than me. I'm sitting here trying to do it with a stylus and talk to you. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed by it. So I'm going to go through each of A, B, C, D, and I'm going to see which one gives me a graph like this purple one. Once I don't see this purple graph anymore, that means you have your answer. If you want to start with the ones that are easier to type in, that's fine. Like you start with D, x plus 2, which that's linear, so you should know that's not going to be it. So D's not it. Okay? We exit it out. I'm going to do x plus 2, watch it be A, divided by x squared plus 4x. All right, that's not the same graph. So we're going to exit that one out, okay? And you might want to leave them all up because you might type them in wrong, and it'd be great to see if you did something wrong, you know, instead of having to retype them. All right, look at there. My graph went away, didn't it? So that means B is my answer. Okay? All right, let's do an adding one. Okay? I'm gonna do number 5 because that's less to type in than 6, but you get the same results, okay? So I'm gonna say 2 divided by x, tab over, plus 6 divided by x minus 7. So that's my question. So that's what I need to find an answer that looks like that graph, okay? So we do another line, and I'm just gonna go through and type them. Put that numerator in parentheses, 14x minus 8 divided by x times x minus 7. All right, I still have, that graph's not it. So if you want to, you also can turn it off by just clicking it, and it turns that graph off, okay? Next one is going to be 14x. I did not put it in parentheses. 14x minus 8 divided by x times 7 minus x. All right, I still got 2 graphs. Our goal is to get 1 graph up there. All right, next one is going to be 8x minus 14 divided by x times 7 minus x. Oh, I got too many. All right, I still got 2 graphs, so it looks like it might be D. Let's get rid of that red one. All right, so we're going to have 8x minus 14 divided by x times x minus 7. And look at there. I have 1 graph, so D is my answer. Okay? All right. And let's see here. We're going to do a subtraction. Okay? We'll do a subtraction. And then we'll call it a day, okay? So x divided by x squared minus 16. Get out. We're going to subtract 8 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay. All right. So I need somebody who's going to match that expression, okay, graphically, okay? So we just type them all in. I would pick one with some crazy, I should have done 8. Should have done 8. Lord, why didn't y'all tell me? X squared plus 7x plus 32 divided by x minus 4, x plus 4, and then x plus 1. All right, not the same graph. Now, see how A kind of looks like B? I'm just gonna retype. I'm just gonna change that stuff and having to type that stuff all over again. You know, that's a minus. Then it's the x minus 4 plus 1. Look, I got 1 graph, don't I? So my answer is B. All right, guys. So that's how you take a multiple choice test using Desmos, and that's gonna help you with your EOC, your DCA next week. So please, please, please make sure you know how to do this. Okay, it's some free answers for you on your final exam. All right, guys. So that's it for this. And let me know if you need anything else.